Usually we hop on when there's about 2 minutes left, so. But this is funny. The Zamboni, you know, it comes clear off the ice, but they really just are turning this into a swimming pool. I always thought Bird Arena should be a swimming pool. I've been advocating it for a while. It looks like it's broken down. I don't know if you could see it from the stream. There is a giant puddle of water now coming from it. You know, I know they got to train the new kids to learn how to do this, but I still don't think it should be leaking water, and it is still leaking water. I really don't know what's about to happen, but, you know, you got to hop on and talk about this. The Zamboni, it's an important part about hockey, and as much as, you know, they ride that giant thing and you're really confused what the heck it does, it makes the ice look all clean and pretty. It gets rid of the scrapes, so it's nice to clean over, but the puddle still isn't fixed. I don't know. I know they got to, you know, there's younger people, there's new people working at Bird, but I really don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if this guy thinks if we're just going to ignore it, but I'm excited to see JT Schmizzy skate out and fall into a puddle of water. So, and he's off again. Let's see, they're going to go over it. Will they clean up all of the water? I am on my toes. No, I think it just pushed it. I think it just pushed the water more. There is still just a giant puddle. And I don't know if it's broken again or what, but we got 20% of the ice cleaned. We got a swimming pool for Blake Rossi to wash off. You know, we always talk about the quality of the ice here. It's not the best, but I'd rather it be frozen than water. I'm really confused about this one, but we will see. You know, maybe this will help Ohio jump back into this one. They know how to send the puck across the water. You know, maybe use it as a defensive movement and send someone into the water, make their skates all wet. I don't know. I don't know what we do here. Still technical difficulties. This is funny, though. I mean, we don't have to do anything to fix it, so we can just sit here and laugh about it. Fans are cheering. Everyone wants this water cleaned up. Will they do it, people? Will we get the water off the ice? Will these two boys figure it out? Only time will tell. They're going to take another lap. The one guy is driving it, the other one just cheering him on. You got it, Tony. I don't know his name. I just made that up. Don't quote me. I don't know. Maybe they should have trained one of these guys during practice, maybe, or any other time. Still a huge pile of water. We'll take a break for a second. You won't have to listen to my voice for another 2 minutes, but just keep watching. We'll see what happens. Well, okay, wait, I'll stay on. They're going to do it one more time. Let's see what they do. Yep, no, I don't even know if he sees this puddle of water. He just missed it again. Jeez. Okay, I'll come back on in a minute and a half. We'll see what happens.
Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, checking up, so you won't do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way. Go your own way.
And as we have a member of the staff go walk over there, I don't really know if they know how big this puddle of water is. We can see it up here because, you know, we have the aerial view of the ice. That's a half inch of water. This isn't pond hockey. I'm really confused what's about to happen. Maybe they get one of those shovel things, you know what I'm talking about, Andrew? You know those little brushes?
I would say they need a sweeper or a Swiffer.
Swiffer?
Not the one of those ones that you use to get dust off. The wet jet ones, the one you get to use to clean your floors with some water. But it's going to be the opposite, where you clean the water off the ice.
And I am genuinely concerned. No one seems to think that this is a problem. I can't wait for the guys to skate on the ice. I'm serious. This is interesting.
I'm intrigued. I think this could have an effect on the puck during this period. Even on some of the skaters going through that puddle could cause someone to lose their skate, potentially slip, fall. They're going to be soaking wet if they do.
And you don't even need to say it may cause effect. If a puck goes through that, I mean, look at it. It's completely wet. I don't know. Should we do something? I just keep seeing their skates go through it.
I don't know if there's anything we really can do.
You see some of those Illinois players talking about the water marks on the ice. Okay, I'm happy now that they finally get a chance to talk about it. I mean, it is pretty much a half-inch of water out there. You can see the Illinois players sliding it back and forth like they're at, what's that place? Zumbizi Bay, you know, that water park in Ohio? It's one of those features over there.
Reminds me of a couple water slides at Zumbizi Bay up in Columbus.
I've never been. I've just heard stories about it. Chicago native. That's kind of my personality. I have to always mention that. But that's a lot of water. All three referees are looking at it, wondering what they can do. I don't know what there is to do. Maybe just sweep the water off. And it looks like the assistant captain, Braden Stewart, has a good idea. He's saying, hey, kind of just wipe it off, and no one other than Patch, a guy that we always see up here on the ice. He does goalie training. He's the man walking over with the broom. He's finally getting his airtime that he has always talked about. Patches, let's see if he's going to walk over. Nah, he's going to hand it over to Helfer to sweep this off. I was right. You know, people up here were saying, it'll be fine. And now the referees maybe using some of their skills. They get to finally hold a stick. Haha.
And it looks like there's a couple chunks of ice out there from the Zamboni breaking down during the intermission. It looks like they're just spreading the water out, try to even some of the ice up potentially. Just thin out that water enough to let them play without having to go through a lake of their own.
And I always talk about Bird Arena. You love it. It's historical. It has so much history in it, but man, this is a trap. Any team that comes here to play, there's definitely a home ice advantage for Ohio. Higgins and Rossi standing there to make sure all of that water gets distributed pretty evenly.
As you were saying, definitely a learning curve for opposing teams. We have low ceilings here at Bird Arena. Sometimes the ice is a little choppy. It's something the Bobcats are used to because they practice here every single day. But these opposing teams, they struggle a little bit. You can see it early on in games where they're just unable to get their footing or they're just not used to the environment.
And this gives both teams a couple extra seconds to get locked in for the last 20 minutes of action here.
I believe this is going to benefit the Bobcats more than the Illini. The Illini had a bunch of momentum coming into this third period. The Bobcats get a little extra time to think, compose themselves. Maybe if I don't think they're going to do it, but Lionel Marone might be thinking of some ways for the Bobcats to maybe get a creative play in there too during this period, just trying to find ways to score. As the ref now seems to be bringing out a garbage can and some compressed air, maybe?
Oh, to spray on the ice, maybe to get rid of the water. And there goes one of the referees pushing the Pittsburgh Penguins team. I mean, a trash can. And
as our PA announcer Jake mentioned earlier, I think that was Mickey who was pulling out the garbage can over there, trying to fix the ice here at Bird Arena. They did a good job of thinning out the puddle. I'm not seeing it as much as we were earlier. Now the question is can they fill the divots that were left behind?
I just don't know what's going to happen right now. As much as I can sit up here and talk about hockey, a can of compressed air in a garbage can on ice. I don't know if I've seen this. I don't know if this is normal. But maybe this is a sign to not let those freshmen ride the Zamboni. Leave it to the veterans. Looks like Snowman's going to be melted tonight and patted in to the ground. I really don't know. I keep saying I don't know, but I don't know how to explain this to anyone that doesn't know what's going on, because I don't know what's going on. They're just going to keep wiping it away. But truth, I would just push all the water all over. Just go skate around in a circle. It seems like maybe there is a hole in the ice, and that's why they keep rubbing it over. But again, another can of compressed air. Are we sure that that's what it is?
I'm not 100% sure. I've never worked at an ice rink before.
We need Tyler Cole here, man.
Tyler Cole would absolutely know how to fix the situation. I'm honestly surprised that they're leaving it to the officials to clean this up and not have one of the Bird Arena staff who knows how to fix this ice out here trying to maybe get more snow on there, get it to freeze over, become more even. As the refs just look absolutely confused on what to do.
Quick update on the ice. There's now a fire extinguisher coming into play. And if you look, he is extinguishing it. I don't know if that works. You see the fog over it. But truthfully, I don't know. Yeah, you see it in his hand right there. A fire extinguisher. No fire, just ice.
At this point, they're just looking for anything to cool that water down, try to get it to ice in order for this third period to get underway.
Why don't they just scrape it all off? Scrape it off to the side. No, we'll just keep spraying it with flame. I feel like we're at Spirit Halloween with all the smoke and...
As you can see, that whatever was dispensed is just not laying the way they want it to.
It's a different color. I mean, it's getting rid of the water, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how long that will last on top of the ice.
I will say, in this process, there has been some creative innovations to try to figure this ice debacle out. I'll hand it to the refs. They have thought of a couple things that I don't even think I would have thought of.
Ohio's going to go back to their locker room, maybe talk it over a bit. And it looks like the Zamboni's going to finally come back out onto the ice. But again, the refs, I don't know.
Here comes the third.
We haven't gotten any kind of notification up here in terms of what's going on. Nick Fabrini looks to be walking away to his assisted locker room. But I do not know. 4-1. And it looks like they're going to call the game. This is a weird one. It's I don't know. Tell me what you think about it.
Not something I've ever seen before. They deemed the quality of the ice wasn't fit to finish this game tonight.